Good afternoon, everybody. David Paul with you here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. We're upstairs in the newsroom looking out the windows. Rain just starting to fall here in the Galleria area. Rain making Seawall Boulevard wet. Headlights are on in Galveston right now. It is a dim afternoon in Galveston with dark storm clouds rolling in, and there's widespread rain, and we've got some flood advisories issued for high water spots across the area. I'm going to go over it all on what's going to be a rainy, stormy rest of the afternoon, even into the evening. The fringe benefit, temperatures are held down. Galveston is 78, Brenham is 76, Conroe 79, all those temps. Rain cooled out there, but there's a lot of rain. Here's the big picture. Just a tremendous amount of tropical moisture coming in up off the Gulf of Mexico. And we've got a little boundary at the surface helping to lift that across South and East Texas. That's that line of thunderstorms you see north of Houston. That's where the heaviest rain has been so far today. But there's just a ton of moisture out here still waiting to come on in. So this wet weather pattern, this is really only day 2 of what we think will be 4, 5, 6 days in a row with a good chance for rain and thunder. We have weather impact alerts issued now for the widespread rain and the travel impacts on our roads today and tomorrow, and at least through Thursday, and we'll have to wait and see what Friday and Saturday do as far as shaping up with rain chances, but it's still going to be wet in places going into the weekend. Green boxes up here on the north side, Brenham to Navasota to Lake Conroe to Lake Livingston, all in this flood advisory. It means you've got high water spots on the roads, especially the rural and secondary roads, those little low water crossings. You don't want to be out in that. They can become dangerous very quickly. Turn around, don't drown. Another flood advisory does include bead eyes and just south of Bryan. And that's it for the advisories right now, but I expect we'll see more of these in many spots as we go through the next several hours, go through this evening. You can see the flow coming up off the Gulf of Mexico. In Houston, Harris County proper, right now it's not bad. There are a couple of downpours here in the Spring area. One just came through Bush Cotton Little Airport, a couple of showers north of Katy. This is more widespread light rain coming up 288. That's going to impact the Houston metro here shortly with at least light to moderate rain. We'll see if that redevelops into a thunderstorm. Thunderstorms more widespread further north you go. Here's Conroe. There's the dam for Lake Conroe. South side of the lake is here, and you can see it's rain with a couple of flashes of lightning and thunder south side of the lake right now, getting the most of the heavy rain. New Waverly all the way to Huntsville. I-45 was wet and a slow, wet slog. We've got Lake Livingston with rain and thunder up across the lake right now. That stretches across the middle part of the lake up to about Onalaska. Livingston's got a thunderstorm just to your east there on 59. This area right here, so New Waverly along Highway 150 to Cold Spring, up Highway 156 to Stephen Creek, and then back across into Montgomery County. Yesterday, parts of this area had 7 inches or more of rain, just yesterday evening. So you're in the flood advisory again today. High water spots here are likely. You get east of I-45 in Montgomery County, getting into San Jacinto County to Highway 156. Be very careful on the low water crossings and low spots on the road there. Pretty good thunderstorm here right across the heart of Lake Livingston. Hello, Onalaska. Let's see. South side of the lake is right in here. There's Livingston proper. So right over the lake, Highway 190, north side of Lake Livingston, getting a good rain and thunderstorm right now. We slide a little bit further southwest. Here again is Conroe. Let's see, there's FM 2854 going west of the lake. Here's FM 1488 west of I-45. Pinehurst up 249. So Pinehurst all the way up to almost to Montgomery. Heavy rain and some thunderstorms there in the southwest side of Montgomery County, getting some good rain. Lots of little high water spots there right now. You're in the flood advisory. And then further west, there's Hempstead, Courtney, Sandy Hill out to Brenham to Somerville, getting widespread moderate rain right now. And again, down on the coast, you can see the moisture is still just piling in off the Gulf of Mexico. It looks like there might be a little bit of a broad swirl, kind of help to pull this in. A little disturbance in the mid-levels probably helping to create that swirl. But what this suggests is, it's 311 right now. There's more moisture coming in. I expect widespread rain across our central and southern counties as we head deeper into the afternoon and evening. So even if it's not raining where you are, Angleton, Sugar Land, Alvin, downtown, League City, it's going to likely rain where you are over the next couple of hours as more moisture comes off the Gulf of Mexico here in the heat of the afternoon, the warmth of the afternoon. Big picture, once again, you can see all the scattered showers. So if you're driving I-45 north to Dallas, that's a wet drive. West to Austin out 290, to San Antonio I-10's wet. Not bad going to Lake Chuck right now, but all the way to New Orleans, you get further east to Lafayette, widespread rain. Drive up to Shreveport's also wet right now, and then down to Corpus, that's going to be wet off and on, and down to Galveston. So all your driving right now across east and central Texas is wet. Here's future track. We go into 5 o'clock this afternoon, widespread rain and thunderstorms, and it's ponding water on roadways. That'll be the biggest threat for the next several hours. That's 5 o'clock. Now look, we go into 8 o'clock, still computers suggest widespread rain and some thunder across the area. So this is going to linger into and even past sunset tonight. And that's when it gets really dicey driving on wet roads and where we've got some high water on some of the water crossings. So be very careful. If you don't have to drive after sunset, don't. Especially in our northern counties and some of the more rural areas. That's 8 o'clock. We go into midnight, maybe inland settling down, but look, we mentioned how much moisture there is in the Gulf. Coastal counties still getting rained on at midnight as we head into Wednesday. We go into Wednesday, 5:30 a.m., still raining across the coast in our south and east counties. We go into noon on Wednesday, and again, another day where we've just got a ton of moisture out there, and we're going to see widespread scattered showers and thunderstorms, and tomorrow is another weather impact alert day. That's Wednesday. So again, weather impact days through Thursday, through maybe into Friday. We haven't issued it for Friday, but through Thursday, and it's rounds of heavy rain today through Thursday. The major impacts: travel on the roads, you getting around to your appointments, to school, to work. Anything outside is impacted by the weather and the rain right now. So far, the bayous and creeks have been behaving themselves, but we will have to be monitoring those, especially the next couple of days as rain totals add up. And rain totals could easily, in some spots, exceed 10 inches over this stretch before we're said and done. Again, we had more than 7 inches up in portions of Montgomery County and Walker County just last night. Had 4.5 to 5 inches near Kingwood just last night, so it could add up in a hurry in these tropical downpours. Real quickly, tropics are quiet, which is nice. No new development here expected for the next 7 days. That's where we stand going into the afternoon. Live update on the TV side on KHOU 11 News at 4 o'clock. We'll see you then for our next update.